Hi. It's just after 5:30 in the afternoon, in the evening. So the fish have been in the net behind us for 12 hours now. Doing exactly what I would expect them to at this point in time. They're just swimming around, following each other, generally meandering around, mouthing the ropes, occasionally mouthing the sides. So all as I would expect. The water temperature is about 22 degrees now, warmed up this afternoon. So what I should probably do is once the sun pops down, I'll put a little spray of water over the top of the tank, which may well act as a trigger for them. So that's where we're at. Still have no reason to believe they won't spawn this evening. So it's just a matter of waiting at the moment. Right, it's just gone 7 p.m. Sun's dropped over the buildings behind me, so temperature's cooling down a little bit. The water temperature's peaked at 23 degrees. So what I've done, I've just put a little spray of fresh water over the top of the net, over the top of the water, just to give them a little bit of a maybe spark into doing some spawning activity. I'm still happy that they're showing the right signs anyway. But that just maybe give them a bit of a trigger. Okay, just a little update. Just after 10:30 in the evening, I was stood watching the koi for a couple of 15-minute sessions, and it seemed very apparent the wilder fish really wasn't going to be part of the action this evening. Very aloof and was staying away, and occasionally the malefish, the afuchi fish, would defer its attractions from the Umasako female and chase the wilder fish for a couple of laps of the net and then give up. So I've quickly just removed that fish from the net. So we're down to the two fish now, the Umasako female with the afuchi male, and so hopefully that will just concentrate any efforts that the male has, any intentions the male has, will be very much concentrated onto the Umasako female. So that's all we're at the moment. No further update. Good morning. Well, the slightly anticlimactic news is there's been no spawning activity overnight. In fact, very little activity in the tank at all at the moment. Not showing much interest in each other at all. So looks like we're not going to get spawning the first night. So it's a roll over into night 2. Obviously the fish stay together through the rest of the day and into the night, and see what happens. And just take a quick look and show you how action is at the moment. So as you can see, still very much together, sitting around, particularly frenzied activity. So I should leave this first couple of hours of daylight, and who knows, something may happen, but not looking very active at the moment. Good morning, everybody. Not a smile of success. It's almost like history repeating itself, like last year really. Let's hope the final outcome doesn't remain the same. No action at all last night. In fact, very little proper signs that they were going to spawn last night at all. So it is what it is. Let's stay off the internet tonight, off the rest of the day, and through tomorrow night, through tonight as well. So we'll give them 2 days before we reassess the situation. So that's where we're at. I'll just give you a quick look at them, show you how the sort of action is at the moment, and there isn't any, to be honest. But we'll keep persevering. Okay, it's early afternoon Friday, and I was really thinking ahead to the, what if I have to swap the Kujaku out to do Goshki, and I've only got the one male Goshki parent. One male, one female, not a great combination at the best times as we see them now, I think, with the Kujaku. Anyway, so I started thinking, what else did I have that I could perhaps put with the Goshki, and I started thinking about this Gimri Matskarbake, which is a fish I've shown before in the video, and thinking, you know, maybe something interesting might come from Goshki and Gimri Matskarbake. So I pretty much have a little look at him, and I pulled up a fish which is incredibly horny, shall I say. Rough gill covers, and sperm which just kind of flows out of it as soon as you touch the bed. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is pop him now in with the Kujaku for the afternoon, into the early evening until the night, just to see if he can kind of, young fish himself, he's only 2 years old, but see if he can encourage things along. It was a fish that was easy to get sperm out of when I first got him from New Forest Koi when I was down there, and even through the winter he always had sperm, so that's what we're planning to do. We can see sperm comes very easily from the vent. You see that? So I'm going to pop him in with the Kujaku now, and hopefully, so he'll encourage them along. And then once they seem to be getting going later on the evening, with a bit of luck, I'll pop him either out of the tank completely or just the other side of the net. So let's get him in there now. Well, that was very interesting. Something I'm not sure I've ever seen before. As soon as the Gimri Matskarbake got dropped into the tank, the male got incredibly defensive over the female. Very much getting his body between the two koi to start with. And that really is the plan, I suppose. Encouraging the male Kujaku to get on with his job and get spawning started. You can see the male Kujaku over there now, sort of pushing the Gimri Matskarbake away. Very much got his body between There you see, very much putting his body much between himself and the Maxicalbaca, the female, the Maxicalbaca, asserting his superiority. Which is interesting. I mentioned the other Kujaku being very aloof and being chased away. See again. Very much trying to push the Maxicalbaca out of the way. Maybe he doesn't spend too much time doing that, but he forgets his in to actually spawn with a female. So very much hope that provides the stimulus for the two Kujaku to get on and do what they're supposed to be doing. No question that he's pushing the Guinea Maxicalbaca away. So this is my territory.